Listen, I pressed that button a long time ago. Just so you know, that's on you, Caboose. I pressed the button. It's on
I wasn't
you.
talking about anything important.
Okay, but
I was just. Hey, it's all good. In the meantime, while you press the button, I was using my new iPhone 17 Pro Max to scroll social media. Now I know there are some people that have an iPhone 17 Pro, but sadly there really isn't much of a comparison.
No, you know what, Aaron? Though it's fine. I get it. Overcompensation is a thing in today's day and age, but some people are just really comfortable with what they got in their pocket. You know what I'm saying?
No, totally. Some guys' cars are louder for a reason. I get it.
Oh my god. Sometimes, yeah.
You there? Yeah. Welcome to episode 101 Dalmatians.
101. The Dalmatians. Where's Cruella?
Dalmatian episode. Sammy's background has polka dots close enough. So there you go. Polka Sammy, dots. How you doing? Whatever. You know what I mean.
I'm doing good. I think I'm a little too Xbox forward, I just realized with my lighting, but we'll get to that. I'm doing good. I've been playing some games.
How much Game Pass you got there, huh, Sammy?
Chill.
Yeah, how many what's your subscription number at, huh?
It's not going to be $3 a month, I'll tell you that. But been pretty good. I've seen
it's your fault
recently.
They're not making money. Yeah, the Call of Duty and everything's your fault.
I'm so sorry. It's all me.
I'm
but
glad. Okay, well, thank you for apologizing. I'll take
You're
that.
welcome.
Steve, how are you doing?
I'm conflicted on this because I woke up today and I felt you know that feeling when you have like an air bubble underneath your kneecap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've had that going on all day, so I've been like restless in my office chair all day. Even went to the gym to try and like work it out, but nothing's working for it. But I do have this green apple bubbly, and things are looking up pretty good today. So I'm gonna pop this bad boy open.
Welcome to another ASMR episode of the Gaming Podcast.
You got a
Brought
green
to you by
apple?
Buble.
Yeah, it's really good.
What will help out with that knee problem is iPhone Pro Max, like Caboose has. Caboose, how's it going?
Good. I've been using my iPhone 17 Pro Max quite a bit. No, but I've been doing good. I got my platinum for Ghost of Yotei. I'm still. The thing is, it's weird. A lot of games when I hit that platinum trophy, I'm like, I'm done. I got it. I've seen every corner, every crevice, but I'm still. There is something that just keeps drawing me back to the game. I'm tempted to just start up a new save and jump right back in. But then again, I don't know if they have plans for New Game Plus to drop anytime soon, but I would love a New Game Plus right about now. But yeah, really, really happy with the game. Really, really love it. And I'm still logging in a ton of hours into it.
We playing Legends when it comes out?
100%. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Yeah.
Riley, how about yourself?
I'm just vibing out to Steve.
Yeah,
Steve's music playing right there.
Oh shoot! Sorry. No. I thought it was. Why is it sending?
You're coming in with the
today's episode of the
shirt open, the
chest music's kicking in. All right.
On today's episode of the podcast, enjoy some lo-fi beats.
Hold on, why?
By Bubbly.
Yeah, hey. Just no fuck sailor over there.
I don't know what the heck is going on. It's supposed to. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec.
Nothing's playing now. So
we got Steve V and we got Lo-Fi Steve.
Both sides. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry about that, y'all. I didn't realize I was.
Hey, don't be sorry. I was vibing out. Put it back on.
Turn it up. The fuck.
Go
ahead, Riley.
Yeah, I'm actually working away on my platinum, but today we got to announce that there is an exclusive deal with PlayStation and Walmart, so I got to reveal the controller, which was cool.
It's pretty cool.
Been in the works for a while, so finally got to show that, the Icon Blue.
Should have put a little from the brand, Walmart vest on it,
We'll see what happens,
Is the color specifically supposed to be reflective of Walmart? Is that the whole thing?
No, so that's why we kind of ended up collaborating. But the blue is like the icon blue. Like if you look at the PlayStation blue, like it's based off of that. So and on the trackpad, it has like the square, circle, cross, triangle, like.
Does it really?
Like
Oh,
on
that's
the,
So nice. It looks so
Yeah.
nice, man.
and on the back, I believe it says PlayStation in characters, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's nice, just like a nice little like hat to the 30th anniversary that they're kind of celebrating. So, no, it was cool to finally get that out there and announce it. And then also, I'm just gonna do this, but I have a Coke Zero.
Oh, he's going in.
Nice.
He's going in.
Okay.
Let's
Star Wars
go.
graphics on it. I think.
Oh,
I
who'd
got
you get?
Go.
Anakin the Mannequin.
Anakin.
So we're rocking out over here.
You know, speaking of that controller, I mean, obviously we had like the nice 30th anniversary stuff with the gray and going back to the PS1 era. There aren't enough of that like PlayStation blue, you know.
Yeah.
So
No.
it was cool to
There's
see
not.
the controller that's just all out on that color scheme.
Good stuff. And then vacation Steve, I guess. Low cut Steve. What's going on here? Lo-fi Steve.
It's been a day. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm doing all right. I'm just basically prepping for TwitchCon coming up next week, and so just been working on that, doing basically D&D live at TwitchCon. Or right after opening ceremonies, we're doing a special Dragon Games.
Oh yeah.
We've got few folks that are going to be coming out, and you get if you're in the audience, you get to actually roll and participate in the. I have a large D20 that I just bought that there are people going to be able to roll and get to affect the game. So yeah,
Awesome.
All right.
And Marcel,
Yes.
well, what have you been up to?
Nothing, it's just a Tuesday.
Like recent announcements?
Yeah, any
No?
announcements?
yeah. Any announcements?
Any news?
Yeah.
No?
Any news?
No, that we're just close to Nintendo, so that's
Oh
it. And
my
no, I recently became a Twitch ambassador. Thank you everyone for the well wishes and everything. Thank you so much. The hardest secret I had to hold for 6 months. forever. But thank you.
You didn't even want to tell any of us.
I don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
I love that everyone thought I was leaving. So that
We
was
were
really
so
smart.
scared.
You would have held it
Emily-
better had you not just teased it out. You're like, oh, I got an announcement on Monday.
I had to tease. I didn't
I'm not
do
going to tell
something.
you what it is.
And just randomly show up one day, I had to tease it. Emily's like, I'm glad you're not leaving. I'm like, who says I'm not? Who knows?
Hey.
What's to you, huh?
Say you're not
What's
now.
this all about?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're going to be very close to us, huh?
What's
Okay.
going on here?
From you.
Listen, you guys are all in on the Nintendo stuff. I know obviously Riley as well, but I got nothing.
This is clearly Pikmin.
It's Pikmin.
It's
It's
Pikmin?
100%
Okay.
Pikmin.
Can I ask another question then?
Yeah.
Is Pikmin this big to do something this cryptic?
No.
No.
No, it's
No.
very kind of like second.
They're very
third.
small, Aaron.
You know what
So-
though?
oh,
Like,
yeah.
the last Pikmin outsold like the best-selling Metroid game.
Okay.
Did it really?
It's
But there's, like,
bigger than you think
25
it is. It's
Metroid
bigger than you think it is.
Mm.
But,
This is
but
true.
to this level?
So it depends on what the
I
project
guess.
is. This is where
That's
I'm going to
true.
come in. I think it all depends on what the project is. If this is Pikmin 5, I think this is way overblown for like an announcement of this cadence.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you look at the animation of this. This is actually pretty remarkable for like a little tease or something. Like there's a high level production value that's going into this.
I mean, yeah.
So
You
it
think
kind
a
of feels
show,
like maybe it's
movie?
like a show, a movie, some
Mm.
sort of like animated tie-in or something like
Are
that.
they going to show up in the Super Mario Galaxy movie or something?
I mean,
like,
you're building towards something, right? You're building towards this
Okay.
shared universe.
There's a little segment coming up where this pacifier goes up here and the baby reaches for it. Watch in the background.
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah.
You'll
Wait,
see a
what?
Pikmin skitter.
Oh,
Oh.
I missed that.
where?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No.
Where?
Yeah, play it. So the baby gets up there and then it runs across.
It's very in the background.
It's very
Yeah?
in the background. Yeah.
It's like
Okay,
a
okay.
blur, yeah.
right
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
I completely missed that.
Yeah.
Now the big thing is that canonically humans cannot see Pikmin.
Yeah.
So the
Ah,
big part of the lore,
really?
pacifier-
What about
Naked eye,
babies?
humans can't see them.
What
Okay.
about babies? Babies usually have
This
like
is true. They might be able to
magic.
see ghosts and Pikmin. We cannot
It's
confirm.
broken now. They don't want me to show it anymore. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 1,000% Pikmin.
Yeah,
Okay.
even the musical cues in this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I-
from like straight from Pikmin too.
I just found it so weird to
It's 4
tease
minutes.
it this way. Like,
Yeah.
we did a whole short. They didn't like the
Mhm.
title of the video, and obviously the social post doesn't even like say like hashtag Pikmin or something. It's literally just close to you. And then there isn't even like a big reveal at the end of it. It's just kind of
Nothing.
this almost feels in some weird way. I think like what you were saying, Steve V, that they're kind of hinting that they're going to do a little more with this than just a new Pikmin game.
Mhm.
Like it sort of feels like they're kind of testing the waters if they were to really jump all in on animation and
Yeah.
do some other animated films or create a shared universe. Who knows?
I mean, Pikmin 4 did come out 2023, so even if they were
Okay.
to get ahead of an announcement, this feels too big to be like, and it's
Yeah.
Pikmin 5 and it's coming out in what, a year or
Yeah.
two? Like it feels like there's something bigger here. Like this is
This
my
this
opinion,
looks
like-
expensive. Like-
story level animation. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot that goes into this. And to Sammy's point, this is 4 minutes long. Like this isn't just a tease for a game, in my opinion.
Did they say
Yeah.
like who made this animation?
They didn't say anything.
Nothing.
there's
The comments are
nothing.
even
Okay.
locked in a
Title.
YouTube video.
Because I'm like wondering, it's like this definitely looks like Sony Pictures Animation, which would be the same studio that's working on the worked on the two Mario movies. So yeah, this looks like cinema quality, like CG here, like Pixar, like Sony. This does not look like that they just sort of this was just made as a commercial only.
Yeah.
Child
I
just
totally
ate a
agree.
Pikmin right there. I'm just letting you know. Pikmin died just now.
Also, I didn't watch Kind of Funny today, but I saw their thumbnail where there was and I don't know if this is what they actually speculate on the show. That's why I mentioned I didn't watch it. But their thumbnail had an arrow of the baby and Pauline. Or is it not Pauline?
Rosalina.
Rosalina.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a popular theory going around that this is like her origin story or something like that for the movie.
Do we think, that they're kind of tying everything all in together now?
I think
they're
they're-
actually
no, I think
creating
they're
a shared
wrong.
universe.
Yeah.
You think
That,
so?
that, that thing running across is clearly a Pikmin. The music is clearly inspired
Yeah.
by Pikmin.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And even
But
like,
do
even
we
when it's
think-
carrying the items, the way it's like bobbling around, that's
Yeah.
how
Do we
carrying
think that both theories though could be correct in some way? Do we think that this is a Pikmin,
Pikmin in the
thing,
universe.
and maybe they're gonna cross it over in some way?
It could be something like, oh, in Rosalina's universe, Pikmin exists or something like that, and that's all explained in the movie. If they're going for
Pikmin
a
are
larger
hidden
universe,
all over
Okay.
Super Nintendo World. Like
That's
they're
true.
everywhere they
yeah,
have to,
they've got a
so-
lot of Pikmin merch. Even at I think I saw a lot of people that when the San Francisco Nintendo store opened, that there was a lot of Pikmin merch that were there.
Miyamoto loves Pikmin.
Yeah. Although, fun little thing that I just found out because I have never played Super Mario Galaxy 1 or 2,
okay.
but thanks to Nintendo Canada, I finally got a chance to be able to jump in for the first time. I had no idea that that's where Rosalina came from.
Yep.
Not a clue. I knew she existed, but I had no idea where her origin story came from. That she's in charge of the Lunas. I was like, oh,
She's
that
also
makes sense.
canonically like as tall as Bowser.
which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Seriously?
She's a heavyweight Mario Kart character, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Even
that's what I
Smash
remember
Bros.
seeing her in. I was just like, oh, okay, it's just an alternate Princess Peach. I had no idea what Rosalina was.
Isn't
until-
like the lore rumors that she's Mario and Peach's daughter or something like that?
what?
No,
That I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. The people seem to think that she might end up being Peach's sister.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see what happens there.
Huh?
Interesting.
I could see that happen.
Ooh,
Kind of similar.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
I
I,
don't
think
know.
that
I don't know what
this
they're doing.
actually is, what I think this actually is back when Pikmin 3 got announced on the Wii U, they released a series of 3 Pikmin shorts. That was made by Dynamo
Yeah.
Pictures, which is now, I believe, Nintendo has acquired them since.
Yeah.
I think it's Nintendo
Oh.
Pictures.
Interesting.
And they're doing animated stuff. So I would assume that this is that team putting together probably a short series of Pikmin. And I would imagine that would inevitably lead to like a Pikmin 4 Nintendo Switch 2 edition or maybe a Pikmin 5.
They may never announce anything. They might just be like, let's just mess with them
That's
today.
it.
Nintendo has that much power to like just throw this
Maybe.
video out and then just
Well-
see what happens.
So hold on, I'll ask this then. What was kind of the distance between Pikmin 3 and 4? Was that like several years? Was that like
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
a AAA dev
'Cause 3
cycle?
was GameCube. wasn't
Wasn't 4? If
No,
I'm,
10
maybe
years.
I'm misremembering.
There's
Didn't
10
it take
years.
a long time? Yeah,
Yeah.
to get Pikmin
Yeah.
4 because
Yeah,
I remember
Pikmin
there
3 was
being
2013, Pikmin 4 2023.
okay. So then, if this is like a Pikmin 5, yeah, Marcel, you might be totally right. They put out this short to essentially tease, "Hey, we're making it," and then maybe we don't hear anything for a couple more
But-
years.
10
But
years.
the problem is they didn't even say they're making it. They just kind of released it.
Yeah.
and
I
then
Here you
know,
go.
I
disappeared.
know. It's
No
really
comments.
weird. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I don't know, another 2 years from now, we get another little short, and this is and like, is this some
Even
weird
closer to
new
you.
marketing tactic? Yeah, even closer.
Even closer.
Yeah. I don't know, because like 2 years from the last game for them to already be teasing the next one, I highly doubt that this is coming out like soon.
That's why I'm definitely feeling like TV show or movie or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
like
that's fair.
transmedia.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, like an animated series or something.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Oh, they're good.
Pikmin 4 just came out, right? Like within the past year.
2023.
Oh, 2023. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
It seems
recent.
like the perfect game for a Switch 2 version
Yeah.
with some new content
Oh.
or something like that. So
Sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that alongside the series.
But is
Right.
this too big for just like a DLC tease?
Oh,
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think,
Yeah,
no,
I
I
think
think it's
so.
definitely a show as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that you would coincide the show with like a port, like an up-res port.
It seems like a potential like Netflix sort of kids
Yeah.
like movie or TV show thing.
It's the same way how they announced that they're bringing Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 to Switch 2. At the same, they also announced the Super Mario Galaxy movie, right?
Yeah.
It would be cute if this is kind of like, treated like I Am Groot on Disney Plus, where it's just, this is how Pikmin exists in
Yeah.
the real world, and how kids kids or adults don't really see them, and this is the wacky antics
Right.
that they get up to.
It's just
Yeah.
weird because like if they're gonna be part of a streamer, I'm assuming they're just gonna upload this to YouTube. Because like, wouldn't
You think?
Netflix want to be involved in some sort of
What
element
does-
of marketing it?
Where do you often see Universal stuff show up on streamers? Is
Well,
that
it depends because it
Yeah.
would be Paramount,
Yeah.
would it?
because that's
It would be
where
Paramount.
the Super Mario movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but
on
Paramount
Netflix right now,
didn't
too.
produce it.
Is it on Netflix just for us, or is it on Netflix in the US as well? Because
I
we in
think
Canada,
it's-
it's all the streaming stuff is always very
It's all
different.
different.
Yeah. Well,
And-
'cause it's Sony Pictures, right? That did.
They're
Mario,
doing
right?
Zelda.
No,
No.
the Mario movie was
It's
Illumination.
Zelda. Zelda.
Illumination, but
yeah.
isn't that like isn't that like a Sony subsidiary?
No.
That's Universal.
Oh.
That's Universal. I'm pretty sure.
Universal.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, that
Universal,
makes sense. Yeah, because it's Universal Studios has Nintendo
Yeah,
World.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd
Universal would
wonder-
be NBC, so potentially what Peacock in the
If
States?
this is
Coming to
this is-
Peacock this
Or
summer.
Hulu or something like that, maybe?
Nintendo's productions are interesting too because they're jointly owned and financed.
Yeah.
So like I think Nintendo would probably have a lot of say over where it goes.
I also
generally.
think
Mm.
just because like we mentioned, obviously the Zelda movie's happening over at Sony, that Nintendo is just kind of like taking their IP and going to whoever they think will do it best. So if this ends up being like an animated series, I highly doubt that it's just for YouTube. I think that's too small for
Mhm.
whatever they're teasing here. So I could totally see it show up on like a Netflix or maybe a Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus might be a better home for it. You got things like the Sonic show and obviously Sonic movies and
Yeah.
everything live there, and it's very very kid friendly in that way.
I think
So-
ultimately it really depends on who actually animated this, because we're going off the basis
Yeah.
of Nintendo Pictures, but there really has to be, if this is going to be a more full scale project, whether a movie or a series of shorts, there's got to be another production studio
For
behind
sure.
this. And if it's going to be Illumination again, well then you probably go towards the route of the Mario movie, or maybe they're doing something with Sony Pictures again. Who knows? It's really up in the air.
for sure.
Well, like I said, we may never know. Comments are locked into video. Like Nintendo was
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't comment. Yeah, it's locked.
Is that because they labeled it as made for kids?
Yeah, choices for families.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Okay, so I looked it up. So in Canada, you can only watch the Super Mario movie on Netflix, but in the States, it's Amazon Prime.
Okay.
As far as subscription, like streaming services, like you can still buy it on everything else, like Apple TV. And all
I
that.
would have guessed something like a Prime for this, but again, because they worked with Illumination for Mario, they're working with Sony for Zelda. They're just shopping, like they're throwing out their IPs to whoever is gonna handle it best, So
they'll probably just release a Nintendo Video app, and they'll have all of their content on that.
Music app,
streaming service.
Don't give them ideas, Riley. You know they're listening.
They need a bigger library, I think.
Every Wednesday morning, you go to the Nintendo Today app on your mobile phone, and you hold it this way in front of your kids' faces.
I feel like
you're part of the NSO plus expansion pack plus movies too.
I feel like with this now, Mario is getting a sequel. We have is it a live action for Zelda or is it animated?
Live action.
So we have a live action Zelda on the way. I think that Nintendo is starting to like build that empire, right? They're starting they're like, all right, we need to start building out this arm. I don't doubt that in a couple of years' time, once they have like a solid library of stuff, if this Pikmin thing is like an animated series, that they do what you're saying, Riley, like just make their own sort of app, make their own sort of thing that people can come to. It's their hub featuring the Mario movies, the Pikmin animated series, Zelda's live action film, and then who knows if they do something for like a Donkey Kong or whatever the future.
How much would you pay for that app?
It's so difficult though because like
I wouldn't.
I would definitely not.
Yeah.
Like they all
you have to pay for
like,
to watch it.
Ownerships over like all these different movies and everything. I honestly don't think that logistically they could do an app even if they wanted to, because how are you going to make Sony play well with Universal or vice versa? They're kind of in like an interesting spot where Caboose, even to your point earlier, where you're like they're just kind of diversifying their portfolio on who makes sense. But I think that could end up biting them in the ass down the road if they do have this shared universe and they want to combine all these efforts into a Smash movie or something like that.
Which we hope. We hope
that's the dream.
That movie would be insane.
$1 billion.
It is interesting though to work specifically with Universal in this instance, and then Sony with Zelda, because those are two major production companies that don't have a specific streamer tied to them.
That's true.
And
that's
so
very fair.
They have a little bit of the clout to say, hey, you guys can be our guys for our theatrical releases, and then we can make our app that is essentially the hub for people to come to for our Nintendo media.
Yeah. Well, because like
it gets a little
Nintendo
Sorry, go ahead.
They have like some. Sorry. They have like this very odd marketing ownership of the entirety of the Mario movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's like they're dropping info in a direct or on Nintendo Today for the Zelda film.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
don't
the
know
same
what
way
this contract
the
looks like,
Sony
but they're obviously
Marvel,
very one way.
It's the same way the Spider-Man situation is at Marvel, right? Where on Disney Plus they can do animated series, the toys and merchandising is all Disney, but for their films, marketing, all of that stuff is handled specifically by Sony. So there is like weird rights ownership.
Well, there's also like one layer beyond that where if Nintendo is partnering with Sony has a deal with Netflix to bring all of their productions to Netflix for streaming purposes.
Right.
So it's like, so if Nintendo is partnering with Sony, then they're thereby allowing their stuff to go to Netflix by default. They're
right.
In all actuality, probably don't even have a choice in the matter.
My guess it's similar to like the bit like as Aaron was saying, like kind of like the beginning of when Marvel Studios was being built. Like Iron Man was owned by Paramount for a minute, Hulk was owned by Universal, and it's basically the same thing. It's like Nintendo Productions still like it is like controls basically the IP, whereas like Sony basically gets to make the Zelda movie, or Universal gets to make the Mario movies and sequels. They get exactly, and then they get to like obviously Nintendo's relying on them for publishing, so they get to kind of dictate those kind of deals. So would see like the Netflix deal or the theatrical release or what have you. So.
But the problem with this is that when we get to the Smash Games movie, it's going to be a nightmare to get all those legal contracts signed.
Just watch it in theaters. You're there. You're good.
Smash Brothers is already a legal nightmare. I'm sure that
that's fair.
Yeah.
Do Do you think they end up building to that in some way, shape, or form? Like,
No, I think with Nintendo IP only. I don't think that they would get.
Oh,
to a
for
point
sure.
where-
They
yeah.
I don't think they'll go all out smash like the game where you got like Sonic and
Oh no, Sonic's
freaking
showing up.
Minecraft
You're getting
Steve
everyone.
and stuff,
Easy
you know what I
IP
mean?
to
Like,
get.
like
Easy.
but I do think I wonder if either just the specific Mario movies they're making, or if they want to somehow do some sort of cross kind of big universe with this live action Zelda, that they inevitably go, all right, Smash Bros. Animated movie, that's the Zelda from live action. There's Mario from this animated movie. Like, I wonder if they try to
I do
build
think
something
that having a live action Zelda already in the works kind of throws a wrench into that entire plan. Because
Right.
if that is
Yeah.
your goal, if that is your investment with Illumination, if you're going to, and they even had that Donkey Kong movie with Seth Rogen that was, in early development and stuff like that. They
Were they
clearly-
making that?
They were in early talks right after the
Yeah.
first movie where they're
I
like,
remember
hey, we
hearing
want
about
to
this
make
rumor,
a Donkey Kong movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, if that was the goal, and then you're just like, well, actually, we're going to do Zelda, one of our biggest IPs, but we're going to do a live action. I feel like you're already kind of throwing away
You're
the
shooting
idea
yourself
of
in the foot.
everyone's going to be in on this. Everyone's getting that envelope. I feel like, yeah, you already kind
Right.
of screwed yourself over at that point.
The good thing
Yeah.
about Zelda, like Zelda story, is that every Zelda story is a new Link. So just
That's
throw in
true.
another Link. You know,
New
It's
Link,
like-
True.
I guess
Link.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, he gets the envelope.
Yeah. So I don't know. All this we'll find out what Nintendo has to do with Pikmin. If we ever find out, I think we're not gonna find out anything. I think they're just messing with us, to be honest.
Could be
So-
that.
so
Yeah.
random.
I think that we'll find out. I'm sure. Like they won't just do that.
I don't know.
We might
I-
not hear
I
anything for a
don't
couple of
know.
years.
Maybe
We
not
might not
for a
hear
while.
anything for a couple of years, but
Yeah.
It's a very weird
I
marketing
think
campaign.
Next
then-
Direct. I think next direct we'll hear something.
okay.
Yeah, but when is that next direct? That's the
Usually
thing.
around January,
Probably
February. Yeah.
So
Wow. Okay. So
far.
I was to say, like, at least what 3-4 months, like 4 or 5 months.
I can't wait until none of us remember this commercial by then.
Exactly.
I know.
Oh, remember
It's
that
so
animation? Oh,
weird.
yeah.
Hey, it's Rosalina. What? Wait. What's going on?
So weird.
They show an alternate cut of it where basically
Yeah.
Rosalina's in the background the whole time.
That'll be crazy.
Yeah.
You know what else is crazy? That Game Pass has reportedly cost Microsoft $300 million in Call of Duty sales. That's it. It's a little change. A couple coins. Are we surprised by this?
No.
Here's the
It-
thing.
it
I'm
makes
wondering about
sense.
those numbers, if whether that's just like people just calculating to that, or is that just been like because that to me seems like a massive
It's projected.
loss compared to what they like. There's not that many people that are going to be that were playing it on Game Pass versus buying it outright, that they would not have lost $300 million on that.
Yeah.
Well, this does come from a former Microsoft employee, so I feel like that number would be pretty accurate. But that being said, I feel like that doesn't reflect.
Former in what way? Was he let go? He's like, I'm mad. So they
what-
lost
yeah,
$300
that's
million.
the thing. I'm questioning the source. I'm not doubting that potentially
No.
like there probably was a loss, but at 300 million, I think that's an exaggeration. I think that's like
I don't doubt in my mind at all that Game Pass did take a chunk of that.
Sure.
But that being said, there's not that many subscribers to do like $300 million worth of damages. I think, honestly, that's reflective more of the fatigue of Call of Duty right now, and Black Ops 6 especially, where that game came out, people weren't really feeling omnidirection, people weren't really feeling battle royale at the moment. I feel like there was all these different things, especially with the economy, with how expensive game prices are at the moment and everything. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like we'll probably see something maybe even similar this year with Black Ops 7, with Battlefield 6 coming out and everything. So I feel like it's a little unfair to be like, well, it's Game Pass's fault. No one's buying games anymore because of Game Pass. I think if we just needed a really good Call of Duty, and numbers would shoot back up.
I mean, you can look, and you're totally right about that as well, because you can look back to Modern Warfare, the remake or whatever you want to call it.
2020,
Right?
yeah.
That was the game that like reinvigorated everyone's love for Call of Duty, because it really went back to the basics and as well introduced some innovative ideas that really like push forward the genre, right? And then after that, you get MW2, which nobody really loved, and then MW3, which I mean, I think per all the reports was supposed to just be like a DLC at one point. There wasn't even maybe supposed to be a Call of Duty that was going to come out that year. So it was obviously a game that was very much pushed out the door, and because of that, the reaction to it wasn't as positive as I imagine a lot of the people would have hoped. So yeah, like we're just in that string again of just one Call of Duty game after another each and every year that doesn't necessarily impress people. I think Black Ops 6 was in like a step in the right direction. Like we were heading towards that Modern Warfare love that I had. But it wasn't that like big leap that Modern Warfare had took. And so, yeah, we're again back in this situation with Black Ops 7 where it's not extremely impressive. It's not something that's blowing me away.
That's the thing about like this is kind of more just a general like why sort of like annualized games don't work anymore in this kind of in today's sort of market, because it's just you can only iterate. You do like now. Granted, please take everything I say with a grain of salt, because the full disclosure, I did work on Black Ops 6, at least the campaign side of things. Yep. We were lucky in the fact that we had the year delay that Black Ops 6 had, and I think that's why it kind of stood out beyond just the regular like the previous releases, because there was that extra year to work on it. But a lot of these games like have like 18 months in order to be able to kind of get something together, so there's not a lot of like a room for an innovation there. Like even with the schedule of every 3 years every a studio gets their turn and basically has like 3 years to develop. This time it's still Treyarch. It's still Treyarch working on Black Ops 7. So that's tough. It is tough, exactly. So and again, I even just did like the quick math of like the 300 million. Like if you split that up between like $70 a pop for a game, it means that there was 4.2 million like people who played Black Ops 6 on Game Pass. I don't think that there's 4.2 million people playing on the Game Pass. Yeah. So that's why I said like I think that number is just way too out of proportion. I would imagine it probably did have some loss, but I think that that's something that was to be expected, because this is the first time they were offering it day one on Game Pass as well as being sold, which the Call of Duty hadn't had that before. This was the first time to be able to check that out. And I think Microsoft was expecting that there was going to be a splitting of the player base. So I think that, it probably did lose some players, but I don't think that Game Pass sort of hurt that much, or at least anything that could be able to point to be like Game Pass like is the ultimate culprit of this.
And to your point as well, sorry to cut you off, Sammy, but to your point as well, Steve, about what you're saying, needing that break. Look at the excitement surrounding Battlefield 6 right now. That almost should be something that would work to Call of Duty's like effect, where if they took this year break, let people be excited about Battlefield, let people jump in and have fun with that game, so that they'll be waiting for that next Call of Duty, so that when the next year rolls around, we're like, all right, here we go, we're back into the swing of things with Call of Duty. You build up that hype again. But now you're kind of going toe to toe, where you have this Call of Duty game that's like the 10th one in line of however many that have come out, versus Battlefield, where people are like, we haven't gotten one in a while, and the last one wasn't even that great, whereas this one looks and feels amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Sammy.
Well, I was just going to say, I think even with the Game Pass stuff aside, for Black Ops 6, over 80% of the sales were PlayStation at full price.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, so that's a massive number.
A big chunk.
Yeah.
That's tough. That is tough.
Yeah.
I imagine too, we talked a lot about back when they announced that Black Ops 6 was going to be day and date over on Game Pass, about what it could do. I imagine the hope internally at Xbox was that it would be a big boost for subscribers. But to hear that number, to hear 80% sales at full price over on PlayStation, that's a big blow, like
they just seem to be making the wrong moves here, because now like you have Call of Duty coming out, it's on Game Pass, but then you also raise the price of Game Pass as well just beforehand.
I think so, but you have to think of the greater context of it. Like last year was the first year that they put Call of Duty on Game Pass. It was the first like full year of Activision. We still have yet to they haven't fully integrated Activision Blizzard into Microsoft as of yet. So yeah, and then also the sales, being more on PlayStation than on Xbox. That makes sense because Call of Duty's had a larger player base on PlayStation for a long time. Microsoft wasn't going to cancel that. Like they weren't going to if they really wanted to kind of push the exclusivity war, then they could have basically cut that off and just basically only had it on Xbox. And I think that would have probably shot themselves in the foot more than if they just basically just released it on PlayStation as they had planned. So it's like, yes, as much as I would love to be able to say that, Xbox was in the wrong or Microsoft was in the wrong or whatever. I'm not even apologizing for them because they have screwed up. As you said, I'm not going to be paying $34 a month for Game Pass anymore. But the thing is that it's not necessarily Xbox's fault in Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty is still going to be Call of Duty no matter what.
If we're talking about specifically the topic that we're on here, I agree. I don't think that $300 million that number is way overinflated. And I don't know if them putting Call of Duty on Game Pass was like a bad call or anything like that. Like they own Activision now. It felt like it was the no-brainer thing to do.
I think it was the only call they could make.
Exactly.
They acquired it to try that. So that was something they were going to do.
And PlayStation had a big fuss, made a big fuss about it, basically exclusivity.
So
they promised that they were, they promised they're going to put it on PlayStation. We still get to see it come up on Nintendo. That's so they promised. But I'm
also very confused about this reporting now because I was doing some digging and January 23rd of this year, Matt Pescatello reported that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 finished as both the best-selling premium video game of December and of 2024 as well. Yeah. So this loss of 300 million, ended up occurring over the spring and summer? Well, then, no shit. I mean,
it's just that's
they've been numbered.
Where did the money go? Which island is it on?
It's why when you hear that it comes from a former employee that you're like, on one hand you could think, well, they're letting the truth out, but on the other hand you're like, are they upset? Is this coming from who knows what side of the fence this comes from? It's just when you look at the facts or when you do some digging yourself, you can see that number is just seemingly overblown.
What would it cost in USD on a new release? 60 USD?
I think it was 70, wasn't it?
70 USD. Okay, let's just do some quick math then.
That's why I said it was like
million.
That's what I think it's 4.2 million at $70 a pop.
That's not crazy to me that if across PC and Xbox that they may have lost that amount of sales through Game Pass. That's not crazy.
That's the thing. It's like I don't know if there would have been 4.2 million players that on Game Pass that would have only played it on Game Pass.
Yeah, I agree.
And we don't even know what it could have been. We know it's a top selling game of 2024, but we don't know how many players that is. They don't release those. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if they've ever released those kind of numbers.
I can double check. I can.
I don't know that.
Yeah. There was something I was going to say too. Sorry, I lost it. Continue. Sorry.
But just the value of Game Pass, if you have a PC sub that gets you that, you're going to lose sales generally. That's going to be a default result of that.
I think Microsoft treats it as
crazy to me.
I think Microsoft treats it as just that's why they're switching to players instead of sales.
Right. Because it reads better to investors too.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm sure it did cost them. To me, there'd be no debate that it cost them sales and gained them subs. That's the trade-off.
That goal for
300 million
subs is not gonna by 20.
Right, and if you have Game Pass already, then why would you buy the game?
Yeah. Well, that was Battlefield, Sammy.
There's that too.
No, there was a former Microsoft exec that said that they were, or no, not former, current, that was saying that they want to have 100 million subscribers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, I confused it with the Battlefield. They want 100 million, whatever.
That is similar story. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the thing I was gonna say. It's that's why like beyond this, that's why I can't really trust like stories of like former executives or former heads of or former employees of anything, because whenever they give their opinion on something, like whenever they ask like Mike Ybarra about something, or I don't know, like just anyone who was a former enter blank here, I can't trust basically that what they're saying is true. It just seems like it's like it sounds like it's bitter. B, it's like they don't know now the day to day of what things have changed since they've left. Yeah, they can provide context and based on their own expertise of what it was like working there, but it's hard for me to be able to trust their opinion when they don't know what the current day to day is like. Like if it's different between if I was to find out what it like Jim Ryan would say versus like a Sean Layton kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, beta's open. Go play it now, folks.
yeah, I guess that's the thing, right? It's like everyone can play it right now, but that also is like, again, I'm not seeing a whole lot of people talking about it.
Everyone's on Battlefield, man.
On it. Everyone's just waiting for the next Battlefield.
I think we're just we're on our own little bubble about it, and because it's probably going to sell. It's still going to sell.
It's for sure.
It'll still sell.
It's gonna make money. It's just. I think that for the core fan base, for the people that are going to let these games last throughout that year, leading to the next one next year, you need these new innovative ideas. You need something that is of the caliber of something like a Modern Warfare. It's tough. Like they could keep doing this, but we talked about, or if you remember all the way back when Call of Duty Ghosts came out, right? Like that was a huge hit to Call of Duty. That was a very big eye opener for the developers that make those games, where they're like, we can't just churn out whatever bullshit every single year and expect that everyone's going to buy it and everyone's going to love it. Like they have to come out with something that is good and exciting for the fan base. And so I don't think necessarily Black Ops 7 isn't that. Like it looks solid. It just doesn't
plays well.
like,
I tried it out already. It plays really good.
Like all that stuff is fine. I'm hoping that either they take that just a 1 year break, I think could do make such a huge difference.
It helps 6.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't necessarily like the huge, absolutely revolution that Call of Duty could have been, but I mean, it was a noticeable, improvement, for sure.
Totally.
They didn't even really take a year off, though, right? They marketed the expansion as a full game.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. It was supposed to be DLC for MW2.
Modern Warfare 2, yeah.
And then they decided to make it a full blown release. That's what they like, because that spot was supposed to be Black Ops 6. So. And yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know about why Activision sort of does that every year. It's like you could tell that they're just like, you could tell whenever they're in like an in between year. And they just need to get something out, but instead of like calling it DLC, they just literally release it as a brand new game.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So
it's tough.
I don't know, man. Just take a break. You got Microsoft money now. Just relax.
I
Things
really
are fine.
wonder what's going to happen this year, because if Battlefield 6 does pop off as people are hoping it does, and I'm sure EA wants it to, and like it's going to be hard for Call of Duty to really justify this kind of like 2-year cycle that they've built themselves into now, where, next year supposedly is going to be a whole different game, and then they're going to have like a DLC year, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But like, how do you bounce back when people are already criticizing your multiplayer suite, already bouncing away from your battle royale and everything? It's like, this is not a make or break, because Call of Duty will always sell, but this is going to be a defining year for Call of Duty.
It's so interesting too, because Warzone really should have been their ace in the hole. Their Warzone should have been their platform.
They had it.
Exactly. They had everyone playing it.
Like,
they had it competing, like you said, with Fortnite. It was one of the only battle royales to be the juggernaut that stands alongside the biggest battle royale, right? And so it really should have been their platform to say, all right, we can take that year break from a mainline game if it means pumping in big updates or meaningful content into Warzone that'll excite those free-to-play players and also get the people to spend money on those skins. And so like I feel like them thinking they can like make their cake and have it too, it made it so that like Warzone just isn't as popular as it used to be. You know,
I blame Beavis and Butthead. I'm letting you know right now. It's their fault.
You know what though? Those collaborations. I mean, like I
So many collaborations.
much, but I've seen so much hype around Predator and like
Yeah, so that I
just
think those are good collabs. So
yes,
I had a whole conversation about that where it's like the collaborations have to make sense. Something like
Fair.
Fortnite, you could put whatever you want into it, right? Like it's built to be whatever you want it to be. But even Smash Brothers, like the way they honor the characters in it and stuff like that. Call of Duty was like American Dad was just running around.
Yeah.
I'm like, it didn't really make sense. But then
Snoop
I looked at the
Dogg,
Haunting
Nicki
season,
Minaj.
I'm like, yeah, right. I'm like, this doesn't really make a ton of sense. Like Seth Rogen's running around.
Yeah,
Like it's just like weird, and it didn't really fit anything going on. And then you look at like the Haunting stuff that they've just announced. I'm like, all of those fit perfectly.
perfectly.
I'd be very curious to see.
Jason and Predator, and
I'd be very curious to see who is the sales rep for that, like for those brokering those deals, and like where they previously worked, because it seems as if like they come like they like it's just they're either scraping whatever sort of crossover like brand they can kind of connect to make work, or it's like someone from like Funko kind of thing, like it's just anything gets a Funko Pop these days. And I think it's the same thing with Warzone. It's like anything can be within Warzone these days. And I mean, I would love to see, like, because you wouldn't like for every good one, what we get like for like 5 kind of weird ones. So I think you're right. I think I would have loved personally. This is me outside of never like forgetting where I worked for Call of Duty and specifically Raven, who works on Warzone. I would love to have seen like a more like a refinement of Warzone to try to be able to compete again. Because once it stopped, kind of like once the top sort of players stopped playing it or kind of went on to something else like a Fortnite or now I guess people are gravitating towards the Battlefield 6. It's the first true competition that Call of Duty has had. That's that 1-to-1. I mean, we're definitely going to see this year whether or not who's going to win out in the end. Is it 6 or is it Black Ops 7?
Hear me out. What they need to do. This is gonna be crazy coming from me, right? Maybe just add in fucking Master Chief. And I'll say it again. Like, just fucking add in. Like, I don't know. Crazy idea, right? You want to make up 300 million?
They couldn't do that. It's not like Xbox owns Activision.
That's gonna be so much legal papers.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, like they could just go around the corner and ask.
If they ever wanted to test the waters of Master Chief on PlayStation, that'd be it. That'd be it.
There's already a Fortnite on there, and Brawlhalla, and
true.
Fall Guys, and that's all on PlayStation.
Rainbow Six Siege has
Rainbow
Master
Six Siege
Chief.
is in that too.
Right.
What are we doing? Talking about
you can get
300 million.
You can get the Insomniac.
Mascots.
You can get the Insomniac PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man skin in Marvel Rivals on Xbox right now. So there should be nothing stopping Xbox from being like, fuck yeah, we're putting Master Chief into Call of Duty.
Oh, but you know who will really make us money? American Dad. No, how about Doom Guy?
No.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Seth Rogen.
Okay, Seth Rogen kind of funny.
No, but Doom. You're absolutely right. Doom Guy and Master Chief.
Marcus
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Money. Marcus
Get
Phoenix.
your bag, Microsoft.
Money.
Get your bag.
Guys, I'm confident it's going to happen, but like I think they're waiting to coincide with next year.
They definitely
the
want
anniversary.
to be a synergistic thing.
They definitely they'll be like, this is the anniversary to celebrate. We have Marcus Phoenix, Doom Slayer, and Master Chief, and that'll be like
again. We have to remember the Activision's only been a part of Xbox officially, like with like barely even a year yet. Like
and they have some Fallout stuff and Doom stuff in COD already.
Sure.
Which is cool. They had the shotgun, and then they had the bolt suits.
Right.
The guys.
See,
the
new Doom Guy design from Dark Ages to coincide with that release, like that feels like it's a no-brainer.
I know.
It's such an easy lob. That's Dwayne Wade tossing it up. Where's LeBron? Where's LeBron?
LeBron's gonna be in COD next year. You watch.
Probably.
No, I think next year maybe they'll do a whole season pass about it or something. But I would think probably.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Like a major collab there.
It's definitely a matter of when more than if.
Does Battlefield have like Like besides multiplayer and story, do they have their own? Like how they gonna make
Collabs?
money?
Oh, they're going
What's
to.
going on here?
I don't think they've ever had the
come out-
opportunity to.
Well, I think
it's
they
true.
came out
Yeah.
and they said we're not going to do like the crazy wild
Yeah.
Beavis and Buttheads. Like
How's it
we're
they're
just
gonna
going to
make
make
sense? Yeah.
yeah, but they're going to have monetization options and stuff like that in there.
But they're not doing no BR mode or anything like that. It's
They're
just
doing
Not
VR.
a battle
Oh,
royale.
No, they're doing
Oh,
VR.
Yeah, they're bro.
Oh
Yeah.
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 I'm very
It'll
excited.
be
Oh,
so
they're doing VR.
for any of the
Damn.
FPSs.
Tanks
that for
everywhere.
Battlefield, for Battlefield, it makes so much sense because the multiplayer in Battlefield has always been about that large
pretty much.
scale,
Yeah.
giant map, right? So,
64
like,
players.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
crazy.
what would the squad size be? Like 4 or 5?
yeah. I
Probably
mean,
would be-
Probably.
what is your when you're jumping
yeah,
into
when
a
you're playing, is
multiplayer
it like
match?
4?
Yeah, it's like 4 people.
It's four.
Four people,
Yeah, 'cause they have
yeah.
four
Spawn
four
points.
operators.
Yeah.
I mean, the concept of a battle royale in that game just makes perfect sense to me because, like, if you and your buddies are like, oh, there's an airdrop and we go over there and we're doing that, and then I get downed by a sniper. Like Caboose, you could just pull out a rocket launcher and blow the tower.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The snipers camping out, and like it's like a really cool concept.
Someone's
I mean,
a
just
medic
imagine-
on your team,
Imagine being
know?
that guy that's in the F-16 for the entire match until the
Yeah.
circle closes.
And then everyone
Hell
gets
yeah.
to go after.
and you fly it all the way up, jump out with your C4. Like there's so many crazy things you can do.
But that is like such a
that's
cool idea where like you in Warzone especially when you know that there's a team at the tippy top of a tower
Yeah.
and everything
Yeah.
just sniping people and they're just being like little cowards and
You
everything.
can't do
In
anything.
Battlefield,
Exactly.
you just barrage them with
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's hysterical.
Or literally, if you
100%.
wanted to, crash a jet into it, and it
Yes,
would be so that was
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Parachute out.
yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing that I think Battlefield will stand head and shoulders over is like the clippability and the shareability
Yes.
of what happens in that game in the battle royale mode. So like, I like everything is there for that powder keg to explode for them
Yeah.
I
on
think so,
social
too.
media and really get major traction.
Yeah, I mean that's if you ever wanted to think about like what is sort of Battlefield style, it definitely is that destructive environments, and if you can get and they've been perfecting that for years now, and if we're gonna now that we're gonna get a BR with that tech in there. It's going to be insane. It's going to be like if people are going to use debris or of buildings to be able to use for cover. They're going to if we blow up this thing, then basically this kind of gives us a little bit of the kind of narrows down our the other the squad, and there's going to be a lot more strategy involved with it than there is with just with say like Warzone or like even with Fortnite you can build stuff and if you want to do that kind of thing, but it really I really think it's going to be an interesting take on the BR genre, and I'd be very curious to see how well it does.
Yeah. Agreed.
Very soon. Coming out soon.
Yep.
Couple days.
Couple
Yeah.
days.
When is that actually? October is it 10th? No.
Yeah, it's
I
like
think
3
so.
days from now.
I believe
Yeah.
it's the 10th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
soon.
Right around the corner.
Really soon.
Yeah, but BR isn't launching on the 10th, right? That was supposed to be coming later.
Did they give a date on when to expect BR or
I
just?
don't think so.
I
They
I
just
don't
said
think
like
they did. That's why I was like,
Post-launch.
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, because it was part of their Battlefield.
3 days from now,
Mm.
as is recording. When it releases, 2 days for you guys. There you go. Quick math for you guys.
Boom.
But yeah, we'll see. Sammy, what's going on for you for the rest of the week?
Little Nightmares 3 is coming out Thursday.
Yes,
The ninth?
super excited for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will definitely be playing that day one.
You want to do the
Screw work,
review
do
for
work.
it?
And do the review for it for sure.
I just asked you. Okay, well there you go. You're doing a review for it. There,
I'm
perfect.
listen, I did the demo review, the demo stuff. I could do the actual review too.
There you
Definitely down
go.
For that.
Nice.
One of my favorite series.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than that, working, trying to play other games in between. I'm just like a dirty TFT player. I'm just like off in my corner. Always
Filthy.
playing. Yeah.
Filthy. Steve, what's going on for you?
I'm just gonna be popping into the Black Ops 7 beta, trying to max out my rank on that, get all those little cosmetics. But apparently, yeah, I'm gonna be playing Battlefield 6 later this weekend. Just reminding myself about. But yeah, it's a fun week. It's a fun season, so looking forward to that.
This week is insane with just with releases. It's nuts. But yeah, Caboose, how about yourself?
Yeah, still gonna be playing some more Yote. I got a lot of I want to get a lot of the masks and stuff and do some more exploring. I've been having so much fun with photo mode as well. I wanted to jump in and try out that Marvel Cosmic Invasion demo. I still haven't had a chance to do that.
I
But
do it.
then yeah, then Black Ops 7 beta is out. I obviously want to try that out, and then Battlefield 6 around the corner. I missed out on the Battlefield 6 beta, so
Me too.
I've been like itching to try that game out. So it's exciting. It's a good little fall gaming season.
Hell yeah, Riley.
I don't know. Probably playing Battlefield 6. Sounds like we're gonna get the team together and play a little bit. So
Hell
probably do
yeah.
that.
Getting ready to send out some or to get those controllers on the market too.
Gearing up.
Yeah.
for a big
Yeah.
launch.
Care package, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, Canada, I'm pretty sure is the only market doing pre-orders for them too. So,
Oh, cool.
so that's
Hmm.
pretty fun little tidbit there. But yeah, we're gearing up for that. But
Cool.
and playing some Battlefield. That's the plan.
Nice.
There you go. We got some controllers, some fresh controllers for a fresh game, and then Steve Saylor.
I mean, for me, it's basically again, it's just prep mode for TwitchCon coming up in less than a week. But also, I've actually, so I finally dove back into Hades for the after a long while. I could not get through a run. I've never
I
completed
saw
a
your
full run.
post. Yeah.
And I finally, for the first time, was able to get past Meg.
Nice.
Up and I've been playing that for quite a few hours more, and I've now I've been able to reach Elysium, which was the first time I've ever reached there. I was there went there last night, so it's I could feel that I'm starting to get better. The only thing is though, I can still keep dying, and because I'm on God mode, it's basically I'm now up to like already 48% damage resistance. So yeah, is it helping? 100%. But I am finally having a blast because I want to try to be able to finish. If I can try to be able to at least finish a full run before TwitchCon, then I'm gonna buy Hades 2 and have that and play that on the plane on the Switch.
Ooh.
Just keep hitting your head up against that wall. Eventually, it'll break. you know?
That's the thing. It's taken me years even just to get past that, like past Meg. I've never been able to do it. I've tried playing on the Switch. I've tried playing on PC. Tried playing on Xbox, and I keep playing it, and I can never seem to get into it. And then I was like, you know what? I already I have a Switch 2. Figured I'd see what it's like on that. And I just sort of spent a couple hours and just finally figured out my own style. I use the bow; that's my main weapon of choice, and it's great. Yeah, I'm loving it. I can see why you all liked it a couple years ago.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And the second one is something else. That's not good to say.
Damn.
I am looking forward to it.
There you go.
So
All right.
yeah.
And for me, TwitchCon as well, but also Little Nightmares, and of course Battlefield. Gotta get ready for that. Super excited for that. So we will see you all here, next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.